make peace with your dark side. So what do I mean by that? Think about all the people that either tell others or tell themselves that they're a good person, or that just like consider themselves a good person. You're either a fake people pleaser that has no boundaries, or you're genuinely a good person that has boundaries and a just as equally powerful dark side or bad side. Because that's balance. You can't be good without also being bad. You know? Everyone that is good, truly good, is just as bad. It's part of who they are. So, in order to actually be a good person, instead of just telling yourself you're a good person and telling other people and trying to seek validation from other people by attempting to be a good person, being seen as a good person, you have to integrate your dark side. You have to make peace with that darker, not so friendly part of you, okay? Because you have to do it, because that's how you set boundaries, because you're no longer scared of how other people perceive you. So then you're no longer like trying to put yourself on a pedestal in other people's eyes and sacrificing yourself so that you never make someone angry or you're never seen as a bad person. You understand? When you are truly a good person, you're able, first of all, not everyone is going to think you're a good person anyways, regardless, whether you're truly a good person or whether you're fake and just faking it. Not everyone's good, because when you integrate you're either going to slip up or someone's going to think you're a bad person regardless. That's the truth. That's the truth. So what are you trying to live up to? What like false like social standard are you trying to live up to? You know, like you've made it up in your head. That's the truth. Because you're gonna be a bad person to someone eventually. You probably already have. That's just how life is, you know? You can't be perfect. So stop trying to chase this false like perception, this false, I don't know how to word it, but stop trying to chase this perfection that you think, that you want other people to think you're a good person, so you do nothing wrong, so therefore you have no boundaries, so that you always are pleasing other people, and still someone thinks you're a bad person at the end of the day. So you're losing a part of yourself by not integrating your dark side, you know? Like, you need to integrate your dark side, because like, I can tell you right now, I've done bad things. I will probably do bad things in the future. I'm not going to say that. Actually, I take that back, because if you say stuff like that, then it's like you're like declaring that it's going to happen, you know? I'm not going to say I'm going to do bad stuff in the future. But I'm saying someone's probably going to think I'm a bad person in the future. That's the truth. I'm going to place harsh boundaries, and they're going to think, this is a mean girl. No. And the funny thing is, the people pleasers, they're the ones that think other people that aren't like them, faking it, are mean. What? That doesn't make any sense. So, anyways, my point is, you want to truly be yourself and like truly actually be what you consider to be a good person. What do I consider a good person? Personally, I consider a good person someone who is balanced. You've integrated your good side and you've integrated your dark side too. You need to have both. In order to be this good, you also need to be this bad. That's how it works. It's balance. You know, like the metal thing, it goes like swings. It swings just as far this way as it does on the other side. And you're going to realize that happens with a lot of things in life. You push too hard one way, it's going to go the opposite way just as hard. That's the truth. It may not happen right away, and it may not happen obviously, but if you actually pay attention to how your life is unfolding, you're gonna see, you're gonna understand. So back to the point. The point is, I see a good person as someone that is balanced, that has integrated their dark side within them, and that is not afraid to be a bad person in other people's eyes. Because if someone else thinks and that also, trying to be perceived as a good person, like just only doing things good, that means you're insecure. That means you lack self-esteem and confidence. And you lack the security within yourself to be able to place boundaries because you're scared and you're insecure. That's the truth. Because I can tell you as a fact, like, that was how I was. I'm not saying any of this because I read it from some article or whatever. I'm telling you this because, like, I learned it, from experience. And that's a different type of knowledge because you actually know what you're talking about when you actually experienced it. It's like, I know my shit, man. But anyways, stop trying to live up to that because you're destroying yourself, and you're not even being true to yourself. And as long as you're not true to yourself, you will not be happy. Okay? Your dark side is just as important as this good side of you. This side of you that's happy, that's joyful, that's nice, that's positive. The part of you that's negative is just as important. The part of you that does not so good things, not so friendly things, just as important. And I'm not telling you to just accept all the bad things you've done. No. No. Because you can accept the bad things you've done and still try to aim for perfection. That's not what I'm trying to tell you to do. I'm telling you, I keep looking at other people. There's just so many cars. Sorry, don't look at my eyes, but so I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I'm telling you not to just accept your failures and accept the bad things you've done. No. Yes, do that, but my main point is I'm telling you to accept who you truly are and that you doing bad things, and I'm not talking about doing sinful things that are against your morals and against who you are. You know what I mean? I'm talking about the things that you argue with somebody one day. You lash out at someone accidentally. You didn't mean to. You just you genuinely, it was a mistake, I am telling you to accept the part of you and to integrate that part of you into who you are and truly be okay with doing things that other people perceive as bad, like placing boundaries. Someone is going to think you're a bad person. That's their business and that's their problem. That's none of your business. And if you're secure, that's not going to matter to you. I place my boundaries. This is how it is. Goodbye if you don't want to respect that, That's how you gain confidence, really, is when you let yourself be a bad person in other people's eyes. And I'm not telling you to go out of your way and fuck up your entire life by drinking and partying and blah, blah, blah. No, because that doesn't make you a bad person. That just makes you make dumb decisions. And that's completely not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about making peace with a part of you that is really bad. And I'm not saying that does bad actions, but the part of you that thinks badly, the part of you that argues with people and wants to get a rise out of others, the part of you, I'm going to tell you about myself right now. The part of me that thinks the world is going to end and I hate everyone, I hate everything, literally, I just want to die, all this stuff. And then also the part of me that's just mean. There's a part of me that's mean, and I'm okay with that, I'm not going out of my way to be mean, but I'm not afraid of other people telling me that I'm mean because I'm doing what's right for me. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to say here. When I make these types of videos, don't try to fit what I'm trying to say into your problems, okay? I'm not telling you to go drinking and partying and say, oh yeah, I'm such a bad person. No, it's not what I'm telling you. I'm not telling you to go out of your way to make bad decisions. I'm telling you that you need to make peace with the part of you that other people see as not good. Make peace with other people not seeing you as a good person. Make peace with sometimes not being a good person, sometimes being mean, you know? Because sometimes people can't take a hint and you just need to tell it straight up and they're gonna think you're mean, but you're just being honest and you're just placing boundaries. That's just how it is. So be okay with that. Stand your ground, you know? Like, okay, and don't try to defend yourself, you know? Like, no, don't do that. You don't owe anyone an explanation. These are your boundaries. Call it a day. Oh, you're so mean. No, because if you're trying to defend yourself, no, I'm not mean, it's just because of this, it's just because of that, that means you're insecure and you're still not fully accepting that you have a dark side, okay? You need to make peace with that part of you because that is a part of you. And as long as you are not making peace with an entire part of you, you can't fully be yourself. Obviously, it's like math. 2 + 2 is 4. If you're missing this part of you, if you're not like fully accepting this part of you, how can you be fully yourself? You know, like, doesn't make sense. So that's what I'm trying to say. Be okay with whatever everyone else thinks of you. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Like, it really doesn't matter. That's the truth. And I struggle with this a little bit too, because like I'm totally fine with like the whole everyone think I'm negative, everyone think blah 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 blah, positive, whatever, mean, whatever. Like, because I know who I am and I know that their perception of me does not define me. You think I'm mean because I'm being honest? I'm not. I don't owe you an explanation, and I'm not going to tell you that I'm just being honest or trying to help you or trying to place my boundaries that you clearly are disrespecting. It's like, I don't owe you an explanation. Goodbye. That's it. That's it. You don't get my energy, and you don't get any more of my energy. Like, I already gave you enough by trying to do all this. So, like, and I still struggle with like how people perceive me, you know? Like, a little bit, just a little bit. I'm still working on it. I haven't fully mastered it. And that's how life is. You never fully master anything, really. You're always, like, as soon as you master something, it's like, it's the next thing. And then it's like, when you think about it, you never fully master anything. So it's really cool, though, because you always have something to learn. But it's like, here's my personal talk now. I already gave you guys the tutorial. I'm in my head a lot, you know? I think a lot. This is how I am able to make these kinds of videos, and I'm able, because I'm very, very aware. I'm not, like, hyper aware, because I feel like that has a negative connotation. I'm just very aware, not only of my surroundings, but of myself. And I'm aware of, like, I can read people, I can also, it's just, it's a little difficult when you can read people and you can see, like, you can feel the way they're thinking about you, and it's just like, So, sometimes I get a little, to do stuff, because it's like, oh, I look really dumb right now. That's how I feel. Like, at the gym, I just feel dumb when I try a new exercise. I'm just like, oh God, nobody look at me. But it's like, that's a completely different thing, honestly. Like, I don't think, it's like me circling back this whole thing. The whole point about this is stop striving for perfection. That's the truth. Stop striving and stop. Okay, I need to make another video. One more video next. I'm going to talk about putting labels on yourself. Okay, that's my next video. I have to remind myself. So yeah, you get the point. You can't be yourself without integrating your dark side. That's it.